monde. Est-ce que vous m'écoutez? D'accord. Donc, je vais
Oui,
présenter.
madame, on vous
Ouais.
écoute.
Donc, je vais présenter mon travail intitulé Reinforcement of the Thermoplastic Parts of PLA and PBS 3D Printable by FDM with long flax fibers. So first of all, I want to thank you all for the all the organization team and all the participants in this conference. Thank you for this opportunity to present my work. So the main work is concentrated about the 3D printing materials with low environmental impact using FDM process. It is a biocomposite from a mixture of 20% of PBS and 80% of PLA reinforced with flax fibers with about 20%. So we can manufacture the test specimen using two extrusion methods to try to compare into them in terms of mechanical result and the most important in terms of fiber distribution result. So we use the single screw and the twin screw extrusion method to obtain the extruded films. Then we granulate it to inject the test specimen and finally obtain the healthy specimens which will be used for the characterization of the material. So we made four types of formulation. So we test the PBS version, the PLA version, 80% PLA and with 20% PBS for the matrix, and 80% PLA with 20% PBS with 20% of flax reinforced with 20% with of flax fibers. Moving now to the thermal characterization. So for the fourth formulation and the flax fiber, the results show that the PBS had the excellent thermal stability. Also, the introduction of PBS into the PLA matrix improved the thermal stability for the mixture compared to the PLA only. In comparison of 20% of PBS increased the onset temperature of decomposition with about 10% and the end of decomposition temperature of PLA of about 35%. Moving now to the mechanical characterization. From the result, we mentioned that the PLA has the height model of elasticity, height resistance, and great fragility. It has also the brittle behavior. This polymer has a linear elastic domain followed by restricted plastic domain. PBS has a good tensile strength also, and is a fairly stiff and flexible polymer at the same time. It has also a low modulus of elasticity, good strength, very high elongation, and high flexibility. The result also shows that mixing PLA with PBS provides the desired stiffness of the material and give us the acceptable modulus of elasticity, a good resistance, and elongation at break. PLA provides the desired rigidity of the materials, and PBS is the responsible for the elongation, reflecting the fact that PBS and PBA are compatible. Finally, the addition of flax fiber, as we see, leads to an improvement in the property such as the tensile modulus. On the other hand, we observe a decrease in deformation and therefore for the elongation at break. Here, Here we measured the Young modulus and the maximum stress of PLA and the deformation at break. As we can see from the figure, the Young's modulus of PLA and PBS and their mixture are not significantly changed during single or twin screw extrusion. On the other hand, the Young modulus of the flax fiber reinforced composite are significantly higher than PLA, PBS only or their mixture. The Young modulus of single-screw extruded flax fiber reinforced composite is slightly higher than the twin-screw extruded composite. For the maximum stress, we saw that the tensile stress of the composite is slightly increased in twin-screw extrusion compared to the single one. This is due to the good dispersion of the flax fiber in the matrix compared to the single-screw extrusion. The tensile strength of the matrix of 80% PLA and 20% PBS with that reinforcing is reduced after extrusion to the high shear stress on the die. For the deformation of this formulation, the tensile strain at break of PLA and PBS and their mixture are not significantly modified during single or twin extrusion. The main strain of break of all flax reinforced composite is lower than the PLA, PBS, and their mixture. The tensile strain at break for the composite reinforced with the flax fiber is slightly increased in twin-screw extrusion compared to the single-screw extrusion. So to conclude this result, we can say that the process single-screw extrusion or twin-screw extrusion has not a significant effect in the matrix. On the other hand, it has a slightly effect in the composite. For the flexural results, so the result of mechanical properties in flexing show an improvement of the mechanical properties with the addition of the flax fibers. Moving now to the study of the fiber length distribution. So in the following, we present the analysis of the fiber size distribution after a comparison of the flax fiber in the matrix by twin-screw extrusion and single-screw extrusion, and after injection of the material, presented at the beginning of the section. So the analyses were performed by dissolving the matrix in chloroform at 66 under magnetic stirrer in all bath for 72 hours. And the observation of the fibers were obtained by a scanner. So the four processes give us a different length of the fibers. We work on the observations of the fibers obtained by the scanner for the four processes. So these studies show a reduction in the average length of the fibers from 4 millimeter to 269 micrometer after the injection of the pellets obtained in the twin-screw extrusion. This effect was mainly associated with the compounding operation and not with the injection operation. So this study showed a reduction in the average length, and it's totally observed that the injection result is in a reduction in fiber length in all the polymers. So these results tend to show that the twin-screw extrusion and the injection process has an effect on the flax fiber, which underwent a decrease in their length. So the injection has an effect in the fiber length distribution in the samples obtained by the single-screw extrusion. On the other hand, for the twin-screw cycle, the injection has no effect. So for the further work, we will use the single-screw cycle because it has the less effect in the fiber length. So to have and that effect in the mechanical and in the fatigue characterization for the materials. For the conclusion, so we can say that the PBS has a good effect when mixing with PLA for the thermal stability, So we used to work with the single stroke extrusion to have a good combination for the 3D printing of our polymers. And thank you.
Donc, merci. Donc, on peut prendre une question. Oui, donc, Yannick, si tu as une question à poser, nous pouvons prendre une ou deux max.
J'avais une question.
Oui, si tu as une question à poser.
Est-ce que vous avez regardé l'impact sur les masses molaires des polymères? Alors, je ne sais pas si je suis un peu en français ou en anglais.
Les masses molaires. Oui, oui, madame. D'accord. Donc, l'injection mène à cause des propriétés, donc les paramètres, la température, la pression et tout. L'injection a un effet sur les polymères, les matrices. Donc, il augmente la fluidité. Mais pour maintenant, à ce stade-là, j'ai pas examiné l'effet de ces paramètres sur ce paramètre-là. Donc, je vais faire un plan d'expérience avec ces 4 formulations pour examiner l'effet de plusieurs paramètres sur la formulation finale afin de choisir le procédé favorable pour obtenir des matériaux avec des propriétés mécaniques et surtout avec une distribution meilleure des fibres avec des longueurs maximum pour les fibres de lin.
D'accord. Très bien, merci.
Avec plaisir, merci madame.
Très bien, merci. Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres questions dans la salle?
Oui, si vous permettez.
Oui, vous pouvez poser la question.
D'accord, merci. Donc, merci Néel. Juste, bien, bon, une ou bien deux questions. La relation qui existe entre le paramètre donc, sur lesquels vous avez joué et les procédés FDM process. Ça, c'est un. La deuxième question, c'est le challenge que vous avez porté. Est-ce que c'est au niveau de la taille du fibre, c'est-à-dire vous allez optimiser ça, ou bien le paramètre de, par exemple, la température d'injection, ou bien d'autres? Voilà.
Merci, monsieur, pour votre question. Donc, tout d'abord, donc, on a décomposé le travail donc, en deux parties. Donc, le premier objectif, c'est d'avoir des matériaux avec des longueurs de fibres le maximum. Mais afin d'obtenir ces matériaux-là, il faut examiner ces paramètres. Donc, parce que la pression, la température, aussi le taux des fibres de lin, le taux de renforcement dont le matériau a un effet sur la distribution et a un effet sur les longueurs finales. Donc, en premier lieu, j'ai examiné le procédé, quelle que soit extrusion avec monovis ou extrusion avec vivis, afin de choisir l'extrudeuse qui a le moins d'effet sur ces longueurs des fibres. Donc, puis, on va faire un plan d'expérience, comme j'ai déjà parlé, pour choisir les paramètres, d'accord, pour enfin avoir une distribution avec des longueurs les plus élevées.
D'accord. D'accord. Merci.
Merci, monsieur.
Je vous remercie. Merci, madame Ketata, pour votre communication. Nous allons passer à la deuxième maintenant.